Hey everyone, it's Jessica Mendoza. Welcome to the show.
Also, whatever your mom says, can you tell me? I don't want to be not in the know because I feel like that's gonna make me feel like people are conniving behind my back or something.
Right.
And you know what's gonna happen then? I'm not gonna be on the same damn page as you anymore or something like that. And I don't want that. I like being on the same page as you, you know?
Okay, go on.
So, you talked to your mama and she said something. You know, tell me about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at me.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you gonna ask her about the $500 a month thing?
No, I can't pass it off to my parents.
Oh, but they can fund our whole lifestyle when we move up there.
From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Well, winning Game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they could put a stranglehold on this series with a win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill in this one, Tarek Skubal. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Brent Rooker. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Runner at second, 2 down. You're in Game 2 of the World Series.
That's the ball.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Back here in L.A. and going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, David Bednar. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a real rough one last time out, only lasted an inning, so he's pretty fresh, so expect him to be on his game in this one.
Kyle.
If you make it work, I will be there. You know I will.
steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Threw open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Now one
That's
miss.
ball 3.
Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three-two on the way. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
In the dirt, 1-1 strike.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The other way, and he beats the shift.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Will Smith to the plate. Smith launched a homer in his most recent game. The 1-0.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. So they still got both their challenges. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for game 2.
And there's extra pressure on this group after losing the opener. They'll do whatever it takes to avoid that dreaded 2-0 World Series deficit. Look for them to be aggressive, but they can't be reckless in this one.
I can't afford to pay for their toothpaste, to pay for collision.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. David Bednar gives way, and that'll do it for the opener. New arm coming on. We'll be back after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
Cole
Yankees,
Reagans
number
gets the ball
55.
now.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Pulls that one foul. The 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Michael Busch now at the plate. Seager, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. That is the inning. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now 1-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Game 2 of the World Series. And stepping in for the Yankees, Andy Pappas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion, everything is amplified.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 2-1. That's out to center field. And there's one away.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Check swing called strike. That's strike 2. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
And something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
For what?
This one popped up. Rooker under it.
Where?
2 down.
Batting 8th, shortstop, Hassan Kim.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
Ball, that's low.
2 down, nobody on. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Yankees nothing. This is the World Series on the show. Game 2 of the World Series. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Edman, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2016. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And that skips into dirt. Right through there for a strike. Hit in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out. So now it's Corey Seager, 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Foul ball there.
Right.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers down in order. They lead it 1-0. Back.
3 out. Safe. That's ball 4. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base. That's ball 4. Out.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing a ground ball and foul ball. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Slider misses outside. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Wynn takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. There's a strike. That one lifted to left. Bellinger coming on. He makes the grab. 2 away now. Michael Bush will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the World Series. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Right through there, got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Dodgers go down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Ready now for the 5th inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Ball 4, take your base.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pappas. He's 0 for 1. James Outman now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder.
Number 76, James Outman.
Out to short, Lombard.
Are you serious or delirious? Hit me where it hurts. That's cheap. That's cheaper than what we pay here.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come.
We have one baby, and you're not pregnant.
Try and get that offense going. Home team down a run here in game 2 of the World Series. Next pitch is downstairs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings through it for the K. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
That misses. They're now 3-1. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field. Here's a switch hitter.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Cole Reagans will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Michael King gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to as far as just a late.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Stepping in, George Lombard Jr.
Shortstop.
Ball four, take your base.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Hey!
Number 86, Jack Myers. Pitch running at first.
Safe!
For the Rangers.
That's ball four.
Jake Fox.
Back here in L.A. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, these Dodgers being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Swings through that one for strike two. Got him swinging.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Liner stopped at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fouled off left side.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Inside, almost got him.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball two.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Base knock center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dump something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Yeah.
The Yanks trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Comes up empty.
He sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Yeah.
Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Smith off of first with 2 away. Into the outfield, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Michael Bush steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
We would have been playing with me?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay,
That
this is
doesn't
good.
mean gaming with Ron. That means making love to your Ron.
Whoa.
Was that
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. That clips the inside corner for a strike. First and second, 2 down.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess.
You got it, damn
better
it.
for our family, right?
Hondo pay.
2 on, 2 outs. That one not close, and it's a full count. Andy Pajas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Payoff pitch, and the tying run is on base.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
Little chopper rolls foul. Here comes the 0-1. Fall off foul. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Way outside, ball 1. And there's the ball. 2-2. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Next offering upstairs. And a payoff pitch. Base hit, 1 run in already. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over.
Well, start over. 2 RBIs with that swing, and this one is tied. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out flying, but whipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Go ahead, run on base. Kyle. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. New pitcher for the Yankees, Adrian Morejon. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Ball 1.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Sets him down looking. And that'll keep more runs from coming in inning over. We ended the 7th down to game 2. All tied up at 3 apiece. You're watching the World Series on the show. Game 2 of the World Series. And stepping in for the Yankees.
Ball 4. Take the base.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
On a line out towards center. And there's 1 down.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run just wasn't able to find a hole.
That's off the
plate,
ball.
ball 1.
Ball 1. And a foul ball. On the ground to third, and a foul ball. The 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. On to first, out on the drop third strike, 2 gone.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Kyle Tucker. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errands. 8th inning coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger.
Wow. Yo, what up, bro? What up?
What up? Is my boy Jamie down? Yeah. He had a weird ass like crying spell, which he never does.
Here comes Corey Seager, 1 for 3.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two now.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
2-2 now. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
Pulled out on strikes. He battled for a long time, but he finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Swinging a foul out of play. All tied up here in the late stages of game 2.
Ball.
And that drops in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
The batter now, Cody Clemens. Two down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the World Series. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one well upstairs. Ball 1. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side of the Yankees. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 3. Back here at So runner at second, 2 down. James Outman stepping in.
Like, that's why I hate trivia. Is because also it's like random ass facts. I feel. I don't know. I know, Abby. Why do people have space in their brains?
Back here in L.A., last chance for the home team. Michael Bush steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
A pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
One-run game, bottom 9. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Adrian Morejon won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Mason Miller on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
0-2 now. Got it. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. That one's in there, 0-1. They're down to their final string.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen. Well, that turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The Yankees trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the late stages of Game 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we take a tie ball game into tonight on the road. You know you've got some work to do. You've got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.